Hello everyone, this is Callie Beard of KarmicTools.com, and this audio and video is the Jupiter Special Alignments for 2024. We have four big ones. Jupiter is going to connect with Uranus in an initiatory way, Neptune in an opportunity way, Pluto in ease and grace way, and then it's going to end the year squaring off with Saturn 3 times over into 2025. So that's going to be a process. So we'll start with 420. April 20th, which is Ye's birthday, is a huge day. She loves Jupiter too. So Jupiter will conjunct Uranus at 21 degrees Taurus. Last time it did this was 1941. So this is what we're looking at. The consciousness. Jupiter rules what we believe to be true or possible. It creates expansion in the zone it's traversing. Being together with Uranus, Uranus is only in Taurus every 84 years. So this is a full cycle where we get to claim a whole new truth and story around the consciousness of the social collective that we're living in, living through, living with. But it is social collective. If you have strong Taurus, Scorpio, and Leo Aquarius, then this is a powerful renewal in your Taurus department. And for all of us, whatever department Taurus rules is where this awakening and liberation and evolution of consciousness is happening. Okay, so for me, let's say 6th house of daily routine and rhythms and health and well-being. In Taurus, food, sex, and money, my shelter, my essential needs, that's definitely changing because I'm getting older, speeding toward my second Saturn return, and I need to anchor a whole different kind of reality for my elder years that I'm really starting to think about. So just know that wherever that expansion of consciousness is happening for you is where you can liberate yourself and have a whole new reality. Hopefully a sustainable, healthy, beautiful reality, because we're talking Taurus has all the good stuff in it. And if you are a researcher, then thinking about the 40s and 50s and what kind of consciousness and values led to all that, we're living the outcome of it a cycle later. Now, how can we rebirth the new values of the new consciousness of the social order that we're creating, co-creating with each other now? And it really is going to be rooted in that Taurus self-love, self-worth, self-value zone. So what is your level of comfort that you believe in, that you trust, that you know is divine order for you? That's what we're recalibrating and redreaming and calling in a new vision and that new beginning. So 420 is an excellent prayer day for all that. It is going to be a wake-up call in a lot of ways where certain energies are going to fall away naturally. And for those of you that are really evolving in your consciousness, certain people are going to fall away naturally because you're going to no longer have anything in common to talk about. And it's just because you've learned so much, let's say in the last Jupiter cycle of 12 years, to inform your consciousness for this larger cycle that Uranus is activating in 84 years. That's a little too big. But we do knock it down to 7-year increments. So even if we were thinking Uranus and Taurus for 7 years, we know that we've got 7 years to get used to this new reality, awaken to the new values and wisdom of self-preservation, of being natural, using natural products, not violating the earth, not over harvesting in one area, to the neglect of other areas. Like, let's get some balance back in the game, okay? I know that's not exactly what comes up with Jupiter and Uranus, but if we can liberate our consciousness, we can make some better choices, we can have a better reality. All I'm saying is let's not repeat the mistakes of the 40s. Let's look at it that way. Post-Depression era, choices were made and paths were laid. And we are, like I said, living the outcome now. So let's work with this evolved consciousness to call in a new vision, to call in a new story. And let's just say on a micro level for all the rest of us, little people here, it's a new truth and story setting off a new 12-year cycle for our Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius departments. So let's just think about that alone. As it continues its journey through Taurus, hits 29 degrees, it will hit Neptune at 29 degrees Pisces. The last time these two connected was in the 1860s. Okay, now we're going back even further. And again, tying it to certain consciousness with Western culture and America's evolution and revolution and all that. It's up and popping again, y'all. We're going to have to fight for our freedom again and again and again and again until it's anchored. This is also a culmination in what we believe to be true or possible in our regular everyday reality and the dreams for the future. What are you dreaming about? there's an opportunity. This is a sextile that they're in. So there's an opportunity to gain some traction around your belief system, around your philosophy for life. And if you want a prayer day, May 23rd is the day they connect before Jupiter slips into Gemini and links up with Pluto on June 2nd. Now, the last time Jupiter linked up with Pluto in a trine way was the 1770s. So this is exactly when America was supposedly, when the corporation was created, was the 1770s. So this is micro to macro as well in terms of Jupiter, our social beliefs and things we agree upon with this ease and grace of Pluto's transformation of consciousness. Gemini to Aquarius is our consciousness, our thinking, our ideas, our creative, unique perspectives. All of that is evolving and growing and transforming. So everything is rooted in what you believe to be true or possible when we're talking about Jupiter. So if you're thinking negative, you're going to manifest exactly what you're concentrated on. If you stay positive and look at Jupiter as the entity that can alert you to hidden potential, it can also be a blind spot, but it's hidden potential. So we have a prayer for that we say, thank you, God, for revealing the hidden potential in this situation, in this contract, in this person, or thank you, God, for revealing the blind spot so that I don't trip up and mess anything up. So we just want to be aware about Jupiter and that whole concept of making things bigger. If things are positive, that's great, but if things are negative, not so much. So June 2nd is the prayer day for that, where you want to transform your story, transform your consciousness with ease and grace, without the usual pain and suffering that goes with a Pluto activation. June 2nd is the day. Also, if you're doing social collective work and you want to call in a new vision, and now, of course, Jupiter's in Gemini, waking up new consciousness alone, just being there, right? Making us think differently, making us see things differently, gathering new perspectives. The challenge with that is that Saturn's in Pisces, in a little bit of a fearful zone of, again, what we're believing can get us in a trick bag. Having boundary issues can mess up the whole program. If we're not being realistic with our visions and dreams, if we're not taking steps, Saturn wants a structure, then it's going to be a challenging navigation. The idea behind a square is to grow out of comfort zone into new territory, so it's not necessarily a bad thing. But now we're talking truth and purpose. So Jupiter, what you believe to be possible for your Saturn reality and purpose, is being challenged to grow. Whatever you were known for in 22, 23 is changing in 24, 5, 6. Whatever your purpose was is evolving. It's going to a deeper, broader level. It's important that you co-create with that consciously. Make your own choices based on your own needs, based on your own intuition for right timing for you personally. So using the Jupiter-Saturn square, that's going to happen 3 times over, August 19th and December 24th of 2024. And then the last hit will be June 15th of 2025. That's going to be an ongoing process where you have to kind of move around what you're believing and move around what you're actually doing behind it and change things up a little bit so that 2025 can roll smoother. And it's all good, it's all divine, but it is rooted in your mind and your beliefs. Let's just say that. So the last time Jupiter squared off with Saturn in Gemini Pisces was 1965. So again, we're talking about the consciousness, evolution, revolution of what we believe to be true or possible. The extreme positive and negative effects of the 60s is a dynamic that is absolutely back up as we negotiate our freedom needs and the politics and who's running things and who's making choices on behalf of the majority, which is deep. The whole system has shifted since then. And now Pluto's in the mix and we're going to have to rebirth something else altogether. So let's get our vote in. Let's not be sleepy about this. Let's actually consciously work on your own systems and your own energy fields and your own environments to call in the right leadership and right timing for the choices that you have to make on the personal, individual levels, as well as what you contribute to the social collective levels and how that moves things along for all of us, right? And know that Jupiter is always about improving. And so up until the Saturn thing, everything is pretty gravy. April, May, June is all ease and grace with Jupiter and the expansion of good things. But then it's like, how do you work in this new consciousness to how you're really functioning in your day-to-day? And what's that look like? And how does that feel? So just know that it's all about improving your Taurus and Gemini zone. It's in Taurus, still finishing up its work there. And then it's going to move into Gemini and start improving and expanding and awakening your Gemini department once in 12 years. So if you want to think back to 2012, 2013, that zone is where Jupiter was back in Taurus, Gemini again, evolving consciousness, changing our values, getting us present to new thinking and new storylines, new narratives that we'd like to live into. Let's do it again. The cycle's back. All right. And as always, I am grateful for the community that shares these cycles and patterns with me and checks in with the energies and joins me for my monthly free community call. I hope you all will continue to do that in the new year. I hope you will join me when and where you can for these live events and reach out directly when you need to. This is Kelly Beard of Karmic Tools signing off. Happy New Year! May the best of Jupiter luck be with you throughout the year.